action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight.
Ed, always a pleasure to be in the booth with you. It reminds me a lot of my backcourt teammates. Actually, they were faster, could jump higher, and could shoot better. But anyway, we got a big-time matchup tonight.
You know, Jay, if you take a couple of letters and vowels away, you can go from Cohen to Duhan, just like that. Aaron Gordon stuffs it down.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
To Fournier. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark. Gortat to Beverly. He gets it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Augustine with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Paul George pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Kawhi Leonard missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
In the front court, it's Augustine. He'll run the offense. To Gordon. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Count it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Paul George at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Here's Orlando with the basketball. Montrezl Harrell with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Fournier against Paul George. Mo Bamba powers it through.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
George, now a steal as the Magic have it.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
A lot of contact, no whistle. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Here's Leonard for two. Kawhi Leonard, 3 for 4. Good start.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Augustine with the basketball. Right now, 12 all. And the finish, slam dunk.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To Beverly. Couple of cracks at the line now.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Patrick Beverly, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. Misses the first. Oh, he missed on a pair. Augustine with it up top. It's 14-12. Slam dunk for Jonathan Isaac. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
An easy two, get back on defense.
The assist from number 21, Patrick Beverly.
Clippers have it. Patrick Beverly, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
To Aaron Gordon. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Time to shuffle things up.
Stepping in for the Orlando Magic, number 20, Markel
Fournier. Knocked loose. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. So it stays with Orlando. Faults. Off the iron. No good. It's George for 2. Gets a look. Can't hit. Orlando ball. Fournier. Tough matchup against George. For 3. Paul George. 2 for 3 now here in the first. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Here comes the screen. Fournier to Gordon. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And if you have the ball in your hands on offense and you're that open and you see the defense sprinting at you, directly at you, not taking an angle to try to block your shot to not hit you, brace yourself for contact, focus on making the basket, and one every time.
Off the mark at the line. To Beverly. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. It's Orlando's ball to Mo Bamba. From the painted area, won't go down. Surveys the floor. PG lets it fly. Won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Isaac to Fournier. Curling inside. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Paul George to Beverly. George. 4-3. Paul George locked in. Hits the tough 3.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Buy more tickets before the end of today's game, and you will receive an exclusive discount.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 40, Ibn Zubac.
Gordon. Fournier. Wide open look, won't go.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
Patrick Beverly. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
In the front court, it's Augustine. Now down 6. To Aaron Gordon. Flushes it home.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Fournier. Great dish to set it up. Oh, Evan Fournier. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Coming through. Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Leonard. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Leonard to Beverly. Leonard. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
Magic basketball. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Missed the second one as well.
Number 30, Curry.
Leonard to Paul George. L.A. with 4 to shoot. Beverly to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Magic own the possession. Isaac to Seth Curry. Here comes the screen. Seth Curry against George. The Magic with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Screen coming. Leonard. Oh, he had him there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Nice swat that time.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Okay, hacking does still exist. Might be setting the tone for the second half here.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Paul George to Beverly. George To Beverly. Paul George. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
The assist from number 13, Paul George.
Orlando has it. Count the basket inside.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Leonard goes to the left side. To Leonard. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Finish that. Williams into the front court. Lead stands at 7. To Leonard. Beverly. Jonathan Isaac with a piece. Out of bounds the call off Jonathan Isaac. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Beverly. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Boban can hit it.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
George, guarded by Seth Curry. Paul George, he's now 4 for 6.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Throws it down.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
It's LA Clippers ball.
Here we go. Hey, watch this screen left.
Take stock of the floor. George to Beverly. George, 24-second violation. Fultz with the basketball. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
The assist from number 21.
Fultz into the front court. 5-point game. Beverly into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Magic have it. From long range. Well, their first 3, and they're right back in it within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those that dropped earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
And they call it.
A simple touch foul.
First free throw is good. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. The first quarter's complete. The Clippers have the lead. 1 quarter in the books, and Jay, naturally, both coaches wanted to get more stops, but boy, was that fun to watch.
Both teams are on fire, but speaking of competitive juices, one of the beautiful things that we heard during the timeout, in a team huddle, you heard multiple voices that weren't the coach saying how much more they needed to fight in order to win this game. Oh, trust me, the intensity level is going to pick up a couple of notches.
Grant with the basketball. Down 3. And scores. Strong take.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Yes, Marcin Gortat. He's 2 for 2 now.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Strong finish for Paul George. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Gordon. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Leonard. Screen coming. Paul George. Off the assist.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Grant with the basketball. Down 5. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. George to Gortat. Yes, marching Gortat. 3 for 3 in this first half.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Marcin Gortat rejects it. Magic get it back.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Able to convert on both free throws.
Shot, bro.
Leonard to George. To Leonard. Paul George. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Here's Orlando with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard. Not that time.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
George to Beverly. Leonard. No good. That's great defense. Augustine with the basketball. They trail by 7. Knock loose. That's out. Last touch by DJ Augustine. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Subbing in for number 23, Louis Williams.
To Paul George. Beverly. And a nice finish at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Number 21, Patrick Beverly.
Orlando ball. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
he connects on the first free throw. Two for two on that trip. Paul George. Nice finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Beverly's shot no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 30, Curry. Subbing in,
Markelle Fultz.
Clippers. Number
Great look and vision. Slam dunk for Markelle Fultz.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Beverly. George. That pass stolen by Orlando.
You go back to the principles. Things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Paul George. To Beverly. George. And the basket good at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
And a chance coming up at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
team foul number 4.
Markelle Fultz at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To Williams. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Markelle Fultz. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
LA with 4 to shoot. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Paul George has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw is good to cap off the 3-point play. And the lead is down to 3. LA Clippers with the basketball. Sizing up the defense. Looks to make a move. Paul George, 4-2. Magic have it. Augustine with it up top. They're down 3. Count the bucket for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Williams across the timeline. He'll run the offense. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. It's Orlando's ball. To Fournier. Oh, Evan Fournier. 4 out of 7.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
To Aaron Gordon. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
And he misses that one free throw. To Williams. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. And he's going to the free throw line.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
Aaron Gordon, a couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. To Williams. It goes down.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
In the front court, it's Augustine. Looking to make something happen. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Clippers have the basketball. Paul George. Shot from the lane won't go. To Mo Bamba. Clippers have got it.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Gordon. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Beverly. Magic have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And the Clippers able to clear the board. It was right there. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Magic basketball. To Aaron Gordon. And he'll go to the foul line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Entering the game for the Clippers, number 41, Tony Parker.
Parker with it. They trail by 2. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot by Parker, no good. Fournier against George. To Mo Bamba. And Boban there to take in the rebound. It's LA Clippers ball. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Baseline drive. And he finishes at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Coach of the Magic will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
The winner will receive courtside seats and a halftime presentation in his or her honor. Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Marcin Gortat, huge block. Parker into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. To Gortat. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
That's his first.
Marcin Gortat at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 67%. And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Magic own the possession. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Now here's your chance to make them pay for making you the target of hacking. Well, actually, your free throw shooting made you a target, but you can still fix that.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. George, guarded by Seth Curry. To Parker. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw good. A three-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Orlando has it. And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish. And the first half has come to an end. That's it for the first half. The Clippers are out in front.
The Clippers have the lead, but not by much. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Magic aren't down by much after 2 quarters. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. These are the guys getting buckets for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Steals.
That must have been a difficult half of basketball for these coaches to watch. Neither team was able to hold on to the ball, as you can see by the steals in these highlights. Still, some credit should go to the guys with the active hands.
player of the half.
Paul George has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway.
Ball. All right, I got ball.
Leonard can't connect.
He was absolutely scoring at will in the first half, but now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
Kawhi Leonard swats it. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard. Not that time. To Gortat. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. Leonard. Off the mark. And a putback slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Marcin Gortat able to recover with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Hey, you got the screen right.
George to Beverly. Paul George to Gortat. Stuffs it down with authority.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Fournier. To Gordon. Fournier. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have 2s when you can shoot 3s? Even on fast breaks, guys spread out towards the 3-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
To George. Leonard. To Paul George. Stuffs it down with authority.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
Magic have it. Short jumper off the mark. Now a steal as the Magic have it. Isaac to Aaron Gordon. Nothing going here on that drive. Spinning shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
To Gortat. Leonard.
What's cut?
Down to 5 on the 24. George buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Augustine with the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. Knocked loose. Top, rocking the rim.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Here's Orlando with the basketball. To Gordon. Marcin Gortat.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Gordon. Fournier. And the rebound taken by the Clippers. Beverly into the front court. The lead is 15. Buries it.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Now the Magic going to signal for a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Fultz to Aaron Gordon. From the outside, no good. Leonard to George. Leonard to Paul George. Shot clock violation.
For Los Angeles.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 14, DJ Augustine.
Fournier against Paul George. To Mo Bamba. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Beverly to George. LA with 4 to shoot. Here's Leonard for 2. And he knocks it down, Jay.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Orlando ball to Mo Bamba. And counted at the rim.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Block up. Here you go.
Screen coming.
I told you the screen was coming.
Leonard is good.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Screen coming. Leonard. Not getting the bounce. Fournier. It's George with the rebound. LA Clippers with the basketball.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Probing the defense. Locked in. George to Beverly. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Kawhi Leonard. It's Gordon with the rebound. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Paul George to Beverly. That's a 24-second violation. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Clippers have it. Off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Augustine with it up top. His guys down big. Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Clippers have the basketball.
Free right, free right, free right.
Down to 5 on the 24. Leonard to Paul George. Has a chance. Can't connect.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
George to Leonard. Driving right to the basket. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there. Orlando's ball. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
I agree. I thought there was a foul. Your approach. You can't come down the lane and lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Line substitutions. Both teams making changes. And Jay, they call the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Trying to cash in. Korver's shot misses. Fultz with the basketball. Down a bundle. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Knocks down the first. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Parker with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Williams to Parker. To Williams. Korver. Williams. Rebound Bamba. Fultz into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count.
At the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
It's LA Clippers ball. Surveys the floor. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Second effort. Williams to Parker. Williams. That pass stolen by Orlando to Seth Curry. Nice pass to set things up. Slam dunk for Markelle Fultz.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Parker to Williams. LA with 4 to shoot. Parker to Korver. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Kyle Korver is going to get 3 shots here. Career 88% from the line. First one, count it. Second to 3, got it. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Fultz with the basketball. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. Baseline drive. Gets to the basket and scores.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Parker. Korver. Now a steal as the Magic have it. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Navigating through traffic. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. Three-quarters down, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. It's Magic basketball here as we start the 4th quarter. They're looking up at a big margin, and that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Aaron Gordon has got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2.
Good shot, good shot.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Nothing going here on that drive. Parker. The pass set it all up.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots in each and every one of them.
First try, no good. He missed a pair of free throws. To Williams. Gortat to Korver. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Korver. Grant with the basketball. His guy's down 11. Mo Bamba. To Fultz. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Parker to Gortat. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Fultz into the front court. His guy's down by 9. Lays it up and in.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Parker to Korver. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Parker. Beyond the arc for 3. Kyle Korver is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. And he hits the second. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Grant with the basketball. His guys trail by 10. To Seth Curry. Cruises inside for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
To Korver. Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Grant with the basketball. Trailing by 10.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Whoa! What a finish!
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Clippers have got it. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. New blood coming in for both sides.
Into the game for the Clippers, number 5 on foul.
To Mo Bamba. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Alexander. To Korver. Fires the 3. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First free throw is good. It's the second. One more coming. And he hits all 3 free throws. Magic basketball. Montrezl Harrell tips it. Ooh, 5 now.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Williams to Korver. Here's a chance from long range. Off the mark. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
For 3. You need a brick wall to defend this guy. One of the best in the game, Kyle Korver.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Grant with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Fournier. Here comes the screen. Isaac. Marcin Gortat pins it. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Lets it fly from long range. Buries the three.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Isaac. Screen coming. To Fournier. Mo Bamba powers it through. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Williams to Gilgeous-Alexander. 4-3. The rookie, Gilgeous-Alexander, with the three.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Magic own the possession. Marcin Gortat with the block. Make that 7. Williams into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Here comes the screen. LA with 4 to shoot. Williams. 24-second violation. Changes coming from both sides right now.
For the Orlando Magic, number 8, Terrence Ross. Into the game. For the Los Angeles Clippers, number 41, Tony Parker.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Parker to Gortat. Layup goes down. Well done.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Screen coming. Parker to Gilgeous-Alexander from long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Hey, lock up.
To Fournier. Jumper's good.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Clippers have the basketball. To Parker. Going to launch beyond the arc. The 7-footer, Bamba with the board. Grant with the basketball. Down a bundle. Nice pass to get things going.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Parker into the front court. His guys leading by 14. to Gortat. No good. Fournier. And the finish at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll get it down low to Harrell. And a throwdown. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Into the game for Los Angeles, number 23, Louis Williams.
To Gordon. Five to shoot for Orlando. Short jumper off the mark. Fires the three. Rebound taken by the Magic. In the front court, it's Augustine. 14-point deficit. Rises for the slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
It's LA Clippers ball. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Korver. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Kyle Korver is going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Grant with the basketball. Trailing by 15. Gordon to Fournier. Oh, they call him for the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Fournier. Montrezl Harrell sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Fournier. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Five to shoot. Leonard to Gortat. Beyond the arc for 3. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Mo Bamba. Can't miss those. Shot clock winding down. Here's Leonard for 2. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Orlando has it. To Aaron Gordon. Isaac. And count the basket.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Leonard Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Grant with the basketball. His guys down big. Montrezl Harrell with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Substitution being made in this one.
Number 13, Paul George.
George, he has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
To Gordon. Fournier. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
The Clippers did what great teams do best: finish. The defense in this matchup was outstanding. When they weren't blocking shots, they were making steals. And it all came together for a terrific win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Magic are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Assists.
I was really impressed by the way these teams shared the ball. As you can see in these highlights, the ball movement was spectacular. It can't be said enough. The extra pass can make all of the difference.
Player of the game.
Paul George was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Los Angeles Clippers. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real.